What's going on, y'all? It's your boy X. I got my boys with me. We're gonna do something differently this episode. We're gonna do our guy's opinion. On this episode, we're gonna talk about cheating. Alright, so what do y'all classify as cheating? Like, do we classify cheating as like sending a text, going to go meet up with somebody, or just,
My personal opinion, I think the way from a dude's perspective, like a dude don't consider texting as cheating. But it also depends on what's being talked about also. But as what I think about a lady might think if y'all texting, you already cheating. If y'all talking about anything, you're cheating. Like, so them are two different type of, everybody has their opinion on that, but I think that as coming from a man, I think if y'all texting them, depending on what y'all texting about, it's not considered cheating. Like, if y'all not talking about nothing at all, then it's not considered cheating, in my opinion.
What do you feel about that?
I feel like if you ain't know him before I came in the picture, then there's no reason you should be texting, talking.
That too. That's a huge factor.
I want to know what's y'all opinions on, like, why do y'all think that men cheat? Like, is it because like they're in an unhealthy situation, or they just not satisfied at home, or like what's y'all opinions on like why men cheat, married or single?
I think it really depends on the person. I think you got some people that's actually happy at home, but they still cheat. But then at the same time, you got some that just do it. Some people do it because they unhappy. Like I had that in the past where I did it where I was just, unhappy. But at the same time, looking back on it, I would have left. I should have left, but at the same time, I cheated. So it's different for different people.
Facts.
I feel that.
Factiano.
I feel that. So like, what would y'all say like the motive? Like, I know you said that it depends on the situation, but like, are there like true motives like behind cheating? Like, I know it ain't like, oh, it's just a perfect day to go cheating. I know that ain't the situation, but like, what would you say is a motive like behind cheating? For like, I'm gonna ask you, like, with you being married, like, what would be a motive for someone married?
Well, I don't know myself because I don't cheat. As a black man,
That's a good answer. That's a good
black
answer.
men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Hashtag black men don't cheat. So, what, like, I know we all had past experiences, like, with the whole cheating thing. So, like, if you could go back, what would you tell your, like, younger self, like, about cheating? What would you change if you could?
I would say instead of cheating, just leave and just, enjoy that freedom and just get it all out, stuff like that, because obviously there's a reason you're doing it. And so if you're not happy, then, just move around. Don't just sit there steady hurting that person. Just move around and
he growing, yup.
I see cheating as, I would have to say, I see cheating as like, if you're talking to an ex, first of all, you shouldn't be talking to an ex and you're in an established relationship or a relationship period.
For sure.
Because we all know exes creep back up, and I'm not gonna lie, we're men, we all cheat, we all have cheated in the past, and you just grow from stuff like that. But I feel like, so far as cheating, like, if you gonna cheat, like, you shouldn't be with that person, because if that person doesn't make you happy enough to not cheat, like, why are you with them? I see there's no point with y'all being with each other.
But going back to what you just said, I feel like you're right about that, like, about feeling about how you feel about somebody by cheating on them, stuff like that. Like, that's like how I was in the past. I wasn't happy in the situation and stuff like that. So I cheated, I did my thing, and how we talked about earlier about, did you feel any type of way about what you was doing? At the time, I didn't. I really didn't care. I didn't care if she found out anything. It was time she found out, and I went back and did the same thing. But it's like now in a situation being when you happy, it's like you kind of think about the other person's feelings.
For sure,
Before you go out and do something, you think about the other person's feeling, like, nah, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I got more respect for that person. It's about having that respect for that person.
That's real. I see that. You feel the same way about that?
For sure. For sure, no doubt. Everything you just said, you just pinpointed. That's what it is.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I tried to hold it.
I was gonna laugh too, though, bro. I'm like, this nigga here. Yep, that's what it is. Like,
Say your own opinion, nigga. Goddamn.
our next subject for the video is why you shouldn't let other people influence your relationship. Now, this is a pretty big one because I feel like everyone, married or not married, has been through this situation. So far as like family and friends, like, you know, we often go to our family and friends, ask for advice about our relationships and stuff like that. But you know, some people feel like some people don't like that. You know, like your significant other may not even like that. Like they may feel like you shouldn't even have to bring outside people into your relationship. So I want to know how y'all feel about that.
My opinion on it, I think that like when it comes to letting other people in your business, you know what I'm saying, whether it's friends or family, I don't think it's the best depending on what's being told, because you don't want to make that person, you don't want to make it seem as if you just don't want them in your business. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have any type of problems, you're with that person. So communication, y'all gotta communicate what's going on. Y'all can't tell everybody this and that, because everybody gonna have their own personal opinion.
So what you saying is you feel like if you're in a relationship, you feel like you shouldn't have no outside people like giving their opinions on.
Not necessarily, but if you do, you want to make sure you ask the right people, somebody who's been together for a while, a long time, because everybody's gonna have problems in a relationship. But the people who you ask is, I mean, that's just what it is. Like, you don't ask nobody who's single, nobody who hasn't been with nobody for a long time. So with that being said, you want to make sure you get your information from a very good source. Straight up.
I feel that. How you feel about that, Drew?
I don't too much go to anybody's advice when it comes to relationship, because I learned from that, like, everybody's stuff ain't gold, stuff like that. So for sure, they can be saying something that they not even doing the same thing. It ain't work for them. So me personally, I'm gonna do what works better for me. I'm not finna really just take nobody's advice on it. So
I feel that.
really, I'm not finna let nobody influence my relationship just because I just have a certain way I hold the person I'm with. It just, if I'm with that person is an example of me. So I don't want nobody thinking negative of the person that I'm with, because that reflects on me at the end of the day.
And y'all represent each other.
Y'all represent each other. So I'm not gonna be speaking negative on the person I'm with, no matter how I feel about that person at that moment. Mm-hmm. I just can't do it.
All right, preacher. I hear you. All right, this last subject, man, is another big one. It's talking about sex. So what I want to know is, how important is sex in you guys' relationship?
Sex is very important. If y'all both not on the same page sexually, then it's just not gonna work. You can have a dude that's sex life is like up there, and a woman's like that. It's not gonna work. Like, eventually y'all gonna butt heads and stuff. So y'all gotta make sure that y'all both on the same page coming in. Because if not, it's gonna be a downfall.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think that sex is, I mean, it's a big part of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's another way for you guys to connect, is by having sex. So
I just see sex is a very important way that you show your love towards that person. You can show how intimate you are, how much you care, and you know, you can pretty much see how a person feels about you through sex. Basically, that's how I see it. So I feel like it's very important. My next point is, do you think sex should be on a schedule?
Oh, hell no!
Should we be out here planning like?
Nope.
yeah, like, nah, sex should not be on no schedule. Cause I mean, prime example, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, like, why would you want sex on a schedule? Like, all right, we about to have sex at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, and you think like why would you want to have it on a schedule? You it's 6:35, 6:45, and you like, all right, it's 15 more minutes till we have sex. Like, ain't nobody think like that. Like,
but I mean, there's some people out there that do have the schedule, and it's like, okay, we know it's just gonna be Monday and Friday. We gonna have sex.
If it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
But for me, it takes the excitement away from me. If I'm just steady, I know, okay, we're gonna do it at this time. So it just takes the excitement away from me. I like the spur of the moment, you know?
Yeah, you gotta just be sneaky with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Pull up in the bathroom while you using the bathroom, like, just pull it out, like, oh my God. It's crazy with like, yeah, you could be eating a sandwich. Next thing you know, you got, you know what I'm saying, little thing in your face, you know what I'm saying? Probably go with it,
why I brought y'all on this show. Alright, our last little point, man, and we're gonna end it on this. Do y'all feel like sex should just be between married couples? Because I know a lot of us nowadays, they call us millennials. Like, I know we pretty much are having sex, having babies before marriage, and it's you know, it's frowned upon, like, about the older generation. But how do you guys feel about, you know, sex before marriage?
You test drive a car before you buy it,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not buying no car just off the muscle without driving it.
Yeah.
You better believe that.
In all seriousness, it's like, before you get married, you don't want to be with that person being got married with and wasted all that time and y'all not on the same page sexually.
Yeah, true. Or you make that big investment, like, and marry that person, and then the sex is whack.
Yeah.
Or y'all sex life is not the same. Like,
that causes a lot of stuff, causes divorce, causes cheating, all types of stuff.
So with me, I feel like I honor the decision of our older generation, like waiting and, you know, being, you know, married before they have sex. But with us nowadays, I feel like, you know, I feel like you should experience it before you get married, because if you jump into the marriage, it's a high divorce rate.
So you can be the nice one with it, honoring. I don't honor what they did, because I know plenty of older folks that got married and they've been married for years and they been unhappy the whole time because of sex and this and that, and they just stuck in it. I mean, that's fine for them, but it's not fine for me. So
yeah,
it was worse for you.
Nah, yeah, that's a no-go. My personal, I'll take on it. I mean, you wanna, just like we talked about earlier, you wanna make sure, I mean, before y'all get married and get to that next step, you wanna make sure y'all are good. Y'all both sex compatible, and you know what I'm saying, y'all both made for each other. So you wanna make sure when it's all said and done, you guys wanna, in my opinion, is just make sure you guys test drive each other real quick.
Well, I appreciate y'all opinions, man, and like I say, I feel the same way. So, you know, for more videos like
freak.
Big with a big old cheek.
Alright, man, for more videos like this, like I say, we're gonna be switching it up a lot during our episodes. We're gonna have a lot of group conversations, a lot of group topics. Like I say, these my boys. In the next episode, my girl and her girls will be doing like a reply to what we talked about, the same subjects, but they're just giving their opinion on it. Alright, like I said in the other videos, y'all subscribe. This is my boy Lee, this is my boy Jarrell. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.